It's the Opperman Report. Join digital forensic investigator and PI Ed Opperman for an in-depth discussion of conspiracy theories, strategy of New World Order resistance, high-profile court cases in the news, and interviews with expert guests and authors on these topics and more. It's the Opperman Report. And now, here is investigator Ed Opperman.
Okay, welcome to the Opperman Report. I'm your host, private investigator Ed Opperman, and this show is brought to you by emailrevealer.com. Go to emailrevealer.com and get a copy of my book, How to Become a Successful Private Investigator. By the way, if you ordered that book from the website emailrevealer.com, please be patient with me. I got a reorder from Amazon again, so I know there's 3 or 4 people that haven't gotten their books shipped yet. I'm still waiting for them. I should have them by Tuesday, so we should get them in the mail for you like Wednesday. Check out OppermanReport.com. That's where we have our members section, where we have additional shows. We produce additional shows for you every week. They're usually about 1 hour long. Sometimes they're 2 hours long. And so if you subscribe, you become a member, it helps support the show. Also, too, we have a documents section in there where whenever we're doing a show, and I can come up with some documents that I can. I have 2 feeds going. Okay, I know what I did. Okay, sorry about that. I can fix it. Okay. How do I stop that? Okay. All right, I'm back. So you go to OppermanReport.com, and we have a documents section, too, which I'm going to put up some documents in there about the Sandusky case, that free investigation, and the grand jury report, too, as well. Here's what I want to report to you today on this, because we have some breaking news. Right now, if you put on CNN, you put on MSNBC, you put on Fox News, right? They're going to report to you that, well, let's back up a minute here. What happened is there was a hacker named Guccifer, and then it was Guccifer 2.0, and Guccifer 2.0 hacked into the DNC servers, and he captured all their emails off the servers. And he's provided them to Wikileaks. And he puts some on his own website, too. He had his own little web page. Now, there's a lot of stuff in there, in these emails, that implicates the DNC in sabotaging the Bernie Sanders campaign, in supporting Hillary's campaign. All kinds of shenanigans there about fundraising for Hillary and not getting any of the money over to Bernie, coming up with strategies to make Bernie look bad in the press. One of the things they said, they were talking about them, and they're plotting back and forth in these emails that are available on WikiLeaks, is they were saying that they should try and make it look that the Bernie campaign wasn't getting things done with the DNC. They weren't filing things on time, and they didn't know what they were doing. They were a mess and disorganized. Okay, that was one of their strategies. Now, what I could tell you for a fact is that was being reported here by John Ralston. Okay, when he was reporting about the Bernie campaign, that was his go-to comment way in the beginning. Oh, they're all disorganized and they don't know what they're doing. That's been his go-to comment over and over and over again in his reporting on the Bernie campaign here. When the Bernie campaign was going to win Nevada, it got stolen. So there's all this stuff there in these WikiLeaks. And there's also stuff, too, about how they have agreements with certain reporters who were writing back to them. Here's the article I'm about to put on, to publish, as per our agreement. So they were approving reporters' articles before they were being published. A lot of stuff went on, guys, and it's in these WikiLeaks. But if you turn on today, okay, I don't know, I went on air at 5 p.m., on 7/23/2016, and as of the moment I went on air, they were still reporting on the air that these emails have not been confirmed, that no one has confirmed the authenticity of these emails. Well, I can tell you that they're wrong. I've confirmed the authenticity of these emails. And you know how I did that? I contacted Erin Bilbray, who is the Nevada Superdelegate, and I asked her. And this is what she says. I got it right here. Life is full of surprises. Never thought my emails would be a part of WikiLeaks. That's from Erin Bilbray. So I contacted her and I said to her, so you can confirm the wiki emails are real? And she comes back to me and says, I know I sent the email to the DNC about no violence. Someone leaked it. So Erin Bilbray, who was the Nevada Superdelegate, and she was the first Superdelegate in this whole country that came out publicly saying that they were for Bernie Sanders, has confirmed that these her emails that she sent to the DNC are on WikiLeaks. Okay? So it's been confirmed now, guys. They cannot deny that these emails are real because now it's being broadcast over the air in several countries. Okay? All right, so we got that. That story is confirmed now, okay, because we have Nevada Superdelegate Erin Bilbray confirms that these emails are and by the way, too, there's other stuff in these emails, okay, that has confirmed my suspicions. Locally here, I know a lot of people now in the Democratic Party that were Bernie surrogates and Bernie delegates, and they're really hooked up here in the Democratic Party, okay? And we've all had our suspicions about some stuff that was going on here. Sabotage in the Bernie campaign, okay? And I've had my own suspicions that I haven't talked about publicly at all, okay? And in fact, some of them I see still going on right now, and I'm not calling people out on it yet. I'm still working on it. But just like my interview with Nico House, the North Carolina Students for Bernie, okay, where he described how in South Carolina there, or North Carolina, wherever it was, that Hillary had inserted people into the Bernie campaign to sabotage campaign efforts. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Nico House had reported that the Hillary campaign was inserting people into the Bernie campaign to sabotage efforts. And I noticed the same thing going on here, okay? I'm not going to name any names on this, but I saw the same thing, and other people saw the same thing. We've talked about it off the record. And what we feel happening is now we see it being confirmed in these email conversations. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, and I'm not going to go into specifics, but a couple of the names that we're seeing in here jump right out at you for people that were being suspicious. Okay, and right now, okay, there's certain Bernie delegates from Nevada that are in Philly, and you may notice to see them on Fox News and stuff like that. Okay, and I'm very suspicious of these people as well. Either they're just naive and being used, or someone's making a deal. So that's where we are with that. I really don't have much more to say, but that's the official report is that it has been confirmed. I don't care what MSNBC says, what CNN says, that it has been confirmed that those emails are actually the emails from Erin Bilbray to the DNC that wound up on WikiLeaks. So we have confirmed that. Some other little things we're working on here is this business with the Kevin L. Child, the Nevada School Board trustee. As you may know, I did a little report on this last night. Me and Victoria went down to the school board meeting here, and we brought about 30 people with us, friends, concerned citizens. We brought them with us. And I made a public statement, and so did Victoria, about Kevin L. Child and his racist comments that he makes online. He's been trolling online for years. The guy has very extreme viewpoints when it comes to race, when it comes to people in poverty, children on food stamps, talking about should protesters be run over in cars, that children who don't speak English in the Nevada school system, it's because their parents are illegal immigrants. They're illegal and we're paying for them. So this guy has a lot of problem with people in need. Considering that he's living off the government dole here on this trustee position. I don't know if he gets paid for it or not, but either way, man, the guy thinks he's some kind of local politician. So if you want to give a call to Kevin L. Child, his phone number, and this is the phone number for his official office there at the Clark County School District, is 702-799-1037. 1072. So just give him a call and ask him, hey, you know, Kevin, at 702-799-1072. Ed Opperman's on the radio, and he's saying all these things about you, that you're making racist comments, you're talking about running people over in cars, protesters, that you don't like kids on food stamps, you don't want to feed poor, hungry kids. Kevin, what's your side of the story? Ask him. Maybe I'm making it up. If you want to send a letter to the administration over there at the Clark County School District, it's 5100 West Sahara Avenue, 5100 West Sahara Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89146. And ask them, hey, what's being done about these crazy comments by Mr. Kevin L. Child? And you can direct them to my show that I did last night. In fact, I've renamed the show. It was called first Child's Play, but I renamed it to Kevin L. Child's Play, okay, just to make it clear who we're talking about here. One more thing, guys, don't forget my friend Rochelle, who's out there. She went there to Philly to cover the convention, to protest. She's an activist here in Las Vegas area, a Bernie supporter, and she went out there and her lodgings fell through. So she's with a couple other people here that are from Vegas, and her PayPal is Rochelle3470, ROCHELLE 3470 at gmail.com, and her Square Cash account is Nevada 4 Bernie, Nevada number 4 Bernie. If you can help them out with a little donation, that'd be great. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., we're going to be rallying for Bernie Sanders here on the Las Vegas Boulevard. Nope, not Las Vegas Boulevard. It's going to be at 210 South 9th Street. That's downtown near Fremont Street, and we're going to be marching up and down underneath the canopy there on Fremont Street with all the showgirls and all the stuff. So come on down and join us. Bring some water. It's going to be very, very hot. And let's see, is there anything else? Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to report. I'm getting phone calls and emails from the Democratic Rules Committee down there in Philadelphia. Today, the Rules Committee, what they did was they had 25 members. I don't know the exact numbers, but there was just about equal numbers of Bernie supporters and Hillary supporters that are on the committee. Okay, and one of the rules they were deciding on was whether or not to get rid of superdelegates. Okay, and that was going to be today. So everything that's going on, Bernie supporters showed up early and got online so they can go in there and watch the committee in action, right? Because it's democracy. Democratic Party, it's called, right? Democracy, right? You know, people supposed to be voting, negotiating, all kind of stuff, right? But what happened was when they got there, and they got there early, the doors were already closed, and there was a guard out in front of the door, and the place was already filled with all the Hillary people. They got there even earlier, and they filled the place up. And they said that there wasn't enough seats for spectators because, and there were a lot of big rooms all over the place, but this room that they picked to make this super big decision about superdelegates turned out to be one of the smallest rooms available in this whole hall with hardly any seating for spectators. So once again, they kept out the Bernie people. And then, that wasn't bad enough, because they were letting some people in. They just weren't letting Bernie people in. Some people were able to get up there and give the high sign and get right in. Wasn't bad enough that they shut down. And they're supposed to be reaching out to us, you know? Hey, so reach out to the Bernie people because she needs these voters, right? They're not reaching out to anybody. They're reaching out with bayonets, okay, on the end of their rifles. When the Bernie people started chanting, open the door, open the door, open the door, they sent in the police and kicked out the Bernie delegates out of the convention, out into the street. So this is what's going on that you may not see reported on the news, but I got a hotline into these folks. And they're reporting everything to me and let me know what's going on here, which I will keep reporting to you as best I can. But you heard it here first, guys. Whenever you see on TV, they're saying that these Wikileaks emails have not been confirmed. They have been confirmed. By who? Ed Opperman from the Opperman Report. Erin Bilbray, Nevada Superdelegate for Bernie Sanders, has confirmed to me, quote unquote, life is full of surprises. Never thought my emails would be part of WikiLeaks. So you're going to confirm the WikiLeaks emails are real? I know I sent the email to the DNC about no violence Someone leaked it, so she knows for a fact that her email showed up on WikiLeaks and it got there somehow. She didn't give it to him. Had to be from Guccifer, who went in there and hacked it. Okay, folks. I don't know who's coming up next on the show. Anyway, I guess that's the end. Good night. Okay, I'll see you next week. Okay. Say goodnight to these guys. And go over here. Anybody in the chat room? Okay, chat room. Good night. I'll see you next week. Thank you. My reporting's been amazing. I agree, Kay. My reporting's been amazing. I love you all. And help out my friend there, Rochelle. She's a sweetheart.